So I think what makes this problem a little bit confusing is that it really needs a little bit more background information to make sense of it. So what I did is I just grabbed a map of the United States, as you can see here. And so obviously a map, we all know this, is not the same size as the real United States because that would be impossible to carry around a map that size. So as I'm sure you know, what a map does is it has something down here where it tells you the scale of the map. So in this particular case, it tells you that for every inch on the map, that is equal to 570 or 557 miles. So let's say, and this is a crazy rough estimate, let's say that, San Jose and Los Angeles are I put a ruler to this map and I see it's 1 inch apart. Then that means in real life, they're actually 557 miles apart. So the concept of a scale is what they were going for in this problem. I just think it just didn't translate very well, in my opinion. No offense to the textbook at all. So what they were telling you, and I actually want to illustrate my point, I actually got myself a map of Texas that has the cities actually on it, which I'm going to drag up here to the top. So you can see same shape as the map they gave you, but mine that I just Googled and found has the names of the cities on it. So just like the United States, Texas is way too big for us to carry around a map that is actually the size of Texas. So they're going to have to take the actual size of Texas on a map and scale it down. And what they were going for with this triangle was the cities that they list at the vertices of the triangle: Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston. If you look on the actual map, Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston are right here. If I connect them with 3 lines, they do in fact make a triangle that is similar to the triangle here. So what they're trying to tell you with this red triangle over here to the side is that on the map, the distance between San Antonio and Houston is 3 inches. But that's your scale. That on the map, it's only 3 inches apart, but you're going to use that information to figure out how far they are in real life. So now let me clear this map out of the way and let you see what the rest of the question's saying. So they're saying that the actual distance between San Antonio and Houston is 186 miles. On the map, the distance between San Antonio and Houston is 3 inches. So here's what I would do. I would figure out if 3 inches is 186 miles, how much is 1 mile going to, or how much is 1 inch going to be? So I would set that up by dividing. So I would say 186 miles divided by 3 inches. Now, you obviously can't really divide miles by inches. So when I do this 186 divided by 3, I'm really just dividing both of them by 3. So if 186 miles takes up 3 inches, 186 divided by 3 is 62. So that means that 1 inch takes up 62 miles. So for every 1 inch on the little triangle that we have going on here, that 1 inch is equal to 62 miles in real life. So now I can use that information to figure out the distance of the other cities in real life. Because if I know that 1 inch on this triangle is equal to 62 miles in real life, now to find the distance between Dallas and Houston, all I have to do is take 62 miles and multiply it by 3.75 to find the distance that it is in real life. And I got 232.5 miles, which is the answer for part A, the actual distance from Dallas to Houston. Then, to find the actual distance, from Dallas to San Antonio, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take 62, but instead of multiplying it by 3.75, I'm going to multiply it by 4.125. So the real life distance from Dallas to San Antonio is 255.75 miles, and that is the answer to part B. So just so you can see where all these numbers came from, just another quick little going over the steps one more time. So I took the real distance that was given to me in the problem right here. I divided it by the scale distance, or kind of the fake distance that was given to me in the triangle, and got 62. So that helped me to know that to find the real distance between the other cities, I simply needed to take that 62 and multiply it by the 4.125 and the 3.75.